hide in the back. It's a chitty kitchen.
I'm going to the bathroom.
I'll get you the big straw.
No.
Let's talk about the place. So you bought it when?
2007,
2007, and
December.
you were working for Welch's, you said.
Well, I worked for Welch's till they closed the general office. And then I went to Cliff Star in Dunkirk, which is a private label company for 4 years, and I hated it there. After being at Welch's all those years,
Right.
I hated it there, and that's how I ended up coming back here and buying this place.
You did.
I never thought I would end up doing dishes for a living. Never thought. I thought I was going to retire over there.
Can I tell you something? I grew up in a family restaurant, and we never stopped doing dishes, and nor should you ever stop doing dishes.
No.
It's really good that you do dishes, and most owners don't. So, and my brother-in-law owns one of the biggest restaurants in South Buffalo. He does the same thing. Because that's what it is. This is your place. You just do whatever you got to do.
Exactly, exactly. That's one thing I did learn at Welch's. We did have a lot of team training and stuff. And I'm very for everybody working hard together and doing the same thing. And it's like here, a lot of places they have what you call just a waitress or just a cook or just a dishwasher.
Right.
Well, here, everybody knows how to do everything. Maybe Dana's out here most of the time because she's the front end manager, but if I need her in the kitchen, she can go back there and cook a hamburger. And all the girls, it's like Ashley, she's up here probably 2 days a week and back there 3 days a week.
Wow.
And Karen, also the same.
Well,
You know,
that's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
You have to.
Yeah.
You know, but then everybody feels level though too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
there's no
and
like,
it makes it a little more fair, I think, because then the girls that are in the kitchen that are making a straight wage all the time, when they get out front a little bit, then they collect a little bit of tips too. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's true.
Because I don't make them split tips. I figure if you're a good waitress and you
You'll get
earn
your
that
tips,
tip, you
right.
should keep that tip.
I totally agree.
Mhm.
I hate the fact that you have to split tips.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
fair. You could have a rotten waitress and she gets just as much as a good waitress.
Yeah, that's not right. But you never saw yourself owning this diner.
No.
Now, but you lived and worked here, and you must have frequented the diner.
Well,
right?
back before me, I was a single mother with 3 kids, and I worked at Welch's, and on Saturday I waitressed here.
Oh wow! So you worked there?
So that's all I waitress just for a few hours for extra money
Sure, but
because
that's
you know
awesome.
how expensive 3 kids are.
Yes, I can't even imagine.
But that's all I knew was the little bit of waitressing and throwing some dishes in the dishwasher.
Gotcha.
I really didn't know the other end of it.
Right.
And cooking in a diner
It's a
compared to
whole-
cooking at home is a whole different
It's a
ballgame.
whole different thing. You know, and a lot of people that go into a restaurant cooking, you know, they might start, whether they start late, they start early. It's like military.
Yeah.
You know, you got to know where everything is.
Yep.
Everything's got to be on time. Everything's got to be done right. You got one shot at it. You know, to
Yep.
make that first.
And people today think every place is like McDonald's. You drive through and you got your food in 2 seconds. So most of the time, we're running around like chickens with our head cut off in the kitchen, throwing stuff everywhere,
Sure,
making
sure.
a big mess. And then at the end of the day, everybody's gone and you gotta clean it all
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
You don't
you're
do
like-
that at home.
No, you
At
don't.
home, you mess up a pan, you wash the pan. You put it away, you mess up another one.
Yeah, it was like a triage at the end of a Friday
Yep.
shift because it was crazy. It looked like bombs went off everywhere.
Yep.
You know, and that's what it is. It's everybody's mentality that I want it in 2 minutes. You know, and diners are generally faster than fine dining, but it still takes time to cook your food.
Yeah, it's cooked. It's
You know?
it's not thrown in the microwave
Yeah,
in 2
exactly.
seconds.
This isn't pre-processed crap. You know, this is real. That's one thing I like about the diners, that this is still real food. You know, and in diners, you come expecting this hearty, beautiful, homemade flavor, and that's what you get.
Plain and simple too.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
Yeah, not
not
fancy.
fancy with all the designs on top and everything else. It's home cooking.
Yeah, well, and this place is a tradition. It's been here forever. I mean, what year did this?
1934, I think, is when it originally was
Wow.
put here, and it was just this dining car right here,
Right.
and the grill was like right here.
So this was it. That was the back wall.
This was it. This dining car. It still has the wheels underneath. See underneath the corner things?
Oh, it's
The
got
wheels
hubs. Yeah,
are
it's got the
still
wheel
underneath
hubs.
there,
Wow, it's got the wheel hubs
where
still.
it was rolled in here.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
made in Silver Creek.
Was it really? Yeah. Yeah, but people, I mean, you must get a lot of tourists in here, people that are passing through town and stopping in, because these are far and few between
Oh yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, we
you know?
do.
And so this is 1934, and it is perfect. It's in perfect shape, too. So it's been well loved over the years.
Oh, it's well loved. There's
Yeah.
lots of stuff falling apart. It's old.
Yeah, but it's gorgeous. And then, now when did these, and the side,
I think it was like in the 1950s they put them on. in the back dining room was next door. That was a barber shop.
Okay.
And they hooked the two buildings together and built that little middle part, took them together.
But that's what gives it its charm. You know, you start in
Yeah.
this like diner cart, and you add the kitchen was added on probably in the 50s, 60s. As
Oh
well.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. They added this and they added that.
Right.
If I was to design the kitchen,
It wouldn't
be
be that way.
totally different.
Yeah. Well, they just worked with what they could, right? They added on when
Oh,
they
yeah.
had the money,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you are left with that.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't change it because it's awesome.
No, there's no room to change it.
Yeah, you couldn't
It's
if
like
you wanted to.
the building's right next door.
Yeah,
there's
you're
no
tucked.
going out.
Yeah, no, and even here, you're maxed out, like where you can
Yes,
go
we
here.
are.
So,
We don't have any grass.
now, you've been in business here for 20-some years, right? You have been here. Right.
I worked just on 12 years.
Right.
12 years for
12
me
years
owning it.
Owning it.
But I did waitress on Saturdays for a few years.
And then during the time that you've owned it, have you changed the menu at all, or?
We tweaked it a lot. You know, like we got rid of things that didn't sell. We added a few things, but for the most part, it's pretty much
the same. And people expect that too, right? People that grew up here want what they want when they come in the door.
Yeah, we tweaked it some, but for the most part, it's the same.
It's still great diner food.
Hamburgers. Everybody wants hamburgers.
Is that your number one seller?
Oh,
is hamburgers?
Yeah.
So
hamburgers and breakfast. I would say breakfast. Reubens. We sell a lot of Reubens.
Yeah.
Because we, buy the corned beef and cook it. And
it's a classic diner food, right?
yeah. We don't have, I wouldn't say we have actual, something that only we do. We do a lot of the typical diner stuff.
Because that's the original window, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And everything looks like it was original, and it's really clean. It's well maintained, and I'm sure you struggle.
Oh, we struggle. Dana, that's why I keep her up front all the time, because she's the head cleaner.
Who does do you have a guy that does any repairs that need to happen? Like a local guy, or is it you?
I was going to say, my husband helps some, but he complains every minute.
Right.
He's retired now,
Is he? So this keeps him busy, though.
So, it's like, sometimes it's a little hard, because when you're busy, it's hard to get stuff done.
Yeah, but I love that you're doing this, man. And, this town, and I didn't know you were here, so keep that in mind. So my first day through, when I saw you, I was like, of course Westfield would have this awesome diner, right? Because what would it be without it? When you think about what this adds, like that authenticity of having a 1930s diner right in the core of town, it's perfect. That's why when the first day here, we had a meeting with the Chamber of Commerce, and they were laughing at me because I was like, this town is like a movie set. It doesn't even look real sometimes. You're like, it's so perfect. Where the park is, the library, the Lakeshore Center for the Arts, your diner, the park here, the gorge, the Barcelona harbor. It just looks like if you could create this place in your head, you would do it, and it's here. It's just beautiful. So now for the diner, your prices are awesome. The food, I've seen the serving sizes. It's just what you would want out of a diner. Now, in the future, do you see your menu changing at all, or?
I would say no, not really. Just typical, maybe add something or get rid of something that isn't
just
selling.
maintain.
It's like, why change it? It's been like this forever.
Yep.
Why change it?
If it's not broke. Now, what time are you guys open till?
The actual open time is 6, but 5:30 the girls are here. The coffee pot's on, and we have regulars that are sitting out there waiting to get in at 5:30. They know they can't have anything off the grill yet, but they don't care.
That's awesome. So they're in here every day?
Oh yeah, every day we got. Well, here comes one he's here in the morning and he's here in the afternoon.
Really? He's a
And
twofer? He's a twofer?
He's one of our real regulars.
That's awesome. Yeah, but that's what this is about. Our restaurant was the same way. People love it, and they live here. So, we'll be done in just a second. Unless you want to come up. You can come down here.
I already told them all about you.
You can come down here. Yeah, we heard stories.
Dave's already famous.
We heard stories.
Do you want to go hide in the back, listen to the kitchen?
I'm going to the bathroom.
I'll get you the big straw.
No, we have the 7 o'clock crowd, the 5:30 crowd, the 9 o'clock crowd, the 2 o'clock crowd. It's like pretty much the same guys all the time.
That's cool. And now, do you live in town here?
I live up on the hill about 2.5 miles.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I own a house in town, and my kids grew up right downtown.
Right.
I still have the house. My son still lives
Do
there.
you really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really special place. And what we're seeing through the course of doing all these interviews is so many people leave, so many people come back. Because you're not going to find this really anywhere anymore, you know? And I think it takes sometimes that perspective of leaving and saying, oh, the heck with Westfield, I'm going to go. And you don't find anything better than Westfield.
Well, what I want to be is one of those snowbirds that get out of here in January and February. I love the summer and everything.
But
It's
the winters are
beautiful,
tough,
but,
yeah.
But winter's just a little bit too long.
It is.
The older I get, the longer it gets,
Yeah.
you know?
It is. No, but you guys are open all year, too.
Oh yeah, we're open every day. We close for all major holidays. I feel the girls should be able to enjoy the 4th of July and Thanksgiving and
Wow.
Christmas and all. So we're open 7 days a week other than major holidays.
That's-
Then we're closed.
That's really nice.
Stay home and eat with your family.
Right.
You'll miss us more on the day after.
Well, we did the same thing for our employees. You have to,
Mhm.
you know. But there's always people who are like, really, you work?
Yeah,
I'm like,
we
"Dude,
still hear it,
I
but-
know. You're like, listen, it's the 4th. Can we have a day off? Because you're here every day, right?
Mhm.
You are here every day,
Well,
I'm sure, right?
I try not to be, but I am here a lot.
Yeah. Well.
The girls get the early shift because I got grandchildren that I help out get to school and stuff in the
You
morning.
do.
So I don't do the 5:30 unless I have to. I did for the first probably 5 years,
Right.
every day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
But
Nowadays.
now
Yeah.
it's like I'll take the grandkids to school, then come in.
Well, after a decade plus, you're
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.